Hey, what's going on? This is Chip. I want to show you a tutorial on how to make a multi-cam, something like this. Okay, this is the crude version of it, but it's a better version that my partner Sani has put up there, a buddy of mine. I'm gonna show you his finished version, but I'm gonna show you how to at least get the first version of it. All right, so his looks like. Let me just show you how his looks real quick so you can get an idea of what it looks like. All right. So his looks like this, like basically the Brady Bunch look. Okay. So the first thing he had to do, he had to plan this out where all the squares wanted to go, the length, if you put a filter on it, and everything like that. So this is his first project in Final Cut Pro 10. I think it's excellent. He took it way further than what I showed him, but that's just your preference. So there are a lot of these videos on YouTube, and there's a guy on YouTube that sings mainly gospel music or music that has a lot of harmony or things like that, and he puts himself in 9 different squares or 6 different squares. All right. So the first thing you want to do is Sani changed clothes for each different part. So he had to sing the song 9 times. So it's 4-minute song 9 times, about an hour. It takes you about an hour, well, probably a couple hours, because you have to go ahead and change clothes and get ready and start the tape, all that stuff. So he shot this with a webcam, nothing really big. So what I want to show you is what I showed him what to do. Okay, the first thing you want to do when you have that, you have all of your 9 clips. Okay, so we're gonna go and I'm gonna show you what I did for the 9 clips. And first we're gonna create a new project, and I go new project and I leave it as I'm gonna just call this training, and it's his event. You should know how to create an event already in Final Cut Pro 10. I'm using Final Cut Pro 10.1.2. All right, so the first thing I want to do is make sure I get the proper, just the proper size, because this is SD. So I'm just gonna name each of these files yes 1 through 9. Okay, and I'll have these files as practice files for you to download as well. So Sani has so graciously accepted to let me hold the practice files for you all to download and practice. All right, so first thing I want to do is put this down here like that. Now this is NTSD SD. Now I could have made it HD and all that good stuff, but no, I'm going to keep it 23.98. Hit OK. All right. The second thing I'm going to do is that this is a magnetic timeline. To do all of this stuff that you see, it's going to be hard without the I'm going to have to not use a magnetic timeline. So what I do, I go under generators, and then I'm just going to hit custom, and I'm just going to throw a custom generator right here. Then I'm going to put this up here. And what that's going to do, that's going to give me the ability to edit without having anything snap or anything like that. All right. Let me just put that custom generator. Doesn't matter what color, because you're not going to really see it. Then the next thing I'm going to do is put the song down. I'm going to put the song down. Then after I put the song down, I'm going to just delete that first one. Now, what should happen, and Sani knows I said this, is that you should really do a clap mark or something so you can know where it starts, because you're going to do this by eye, but I use markers. You see these blue things up here? These are all markers in Final Cut Pro 10. So I looked and I listened in the song where he started. You can't really hear it. Okay. Let me see where he started. And then I just basically hit an M. Oops. Make sure this is selected, the audio. Hit an M. That's a marker. Then I looked at when he said God said a yes as well. So I'm here and 1. And all I did was mark that one up with that one. So what I would do, I would just get this down here like that. Move that down. And you can leave snapping on. And snapping means it just goes to the marker. And you see, it goes just like that. All right. Same thing with number 2. Same thing with number 3. Same thing with number 9. So once you do all of that, once you get it lined up, that's a hard part. You have to if you have a marker, some type of audio cue, or when you start the song, you have to make sure you line it up correctly. Then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to hit V, the V key, to hide that one. Then go to number 2. All right. And make sure I go there. And once I go to number 2, here it is right here. Just throw that there. I have a marker there, and you can make this smaller. And if I had a marker there, I'll just hit M, and it would go right there as well. All right, same thing with 3. Then I would go click on the top layer. Then I would go under either scale, and I know for my purposes it was 34% just because I know. And then I would hit this right here and put that there. All right, so what he did to make the videos go in and out, he just bladed it at certain times and got video out. So if I didn't want the video to show up, or if I just wanted to just V it out, whatever, I could just do that and then have this one show up. I know I'm going real fast, but let me put this as 34%. Scale that down to 34. Let's say I wanted this like this right here. So say if I want this to show up like this. And actually, let me just turn the audio down on these, by the way. You don't really need audio unless it's a marker, and I'm just going to click here, and I'm going to turn the audio down. Okay? So let's say this right here. Okay, he's singing, and then I take that one out, and then I put another one in and all that. So here's my rough cut, but then he did it a lot better because he put some filters and other things in it. So this is just without the black lines between it. All he did was create some more space, and I created a compound clip with all of these. So you'll see they're matched up. And then he put some text over top of what I sent him, or what he did, actually. He didn't use this one. And then he put some text and some graphics and some other things like that. But the basic premise I want you to get when you're doing these multi-videos, use markers. Make sure you plan the clap or some kind of audio marker that you can use so you can sync this stuff up. And then make sure you don't use this bottom timeline, because that's going to mess you up. You'll be doing this for hours. The biggest tip I want to make sure you take away is that make sure you put generator, put that on the bottom, and then stack them up. And remember, V is to hide, okay? V is to hide tracks and audio. And you just go up, and then you put the other stuff on later. So you have any questions, you can always hit Ask at Web Video Chefs or Twitter or Facebook, or just email us. Thanks so much.